Religion's meant many things to many people. It can help you through tough times, as when a loved one dies, or even trying to make sense of why certain things are going wrong in your life. But what happens though when that faith is truly tested? When the passing of a loved one or a significant life change, some people, those that are honest with themselves, those that have true faith, will question themselves, and sometimes, just sometimes, they'll come to the conclusion that there is no God. They can't find any legitimate reason for it. In most societies in the world, when something like this happens, people just don't go to church. Or maybe they join an atheist movement, or speak about their experiences or their thoughts. And sometimes they get led back to the herd, but sometimes they don't. And it's the right of every human being to speak their mind, even those that you adamantly oppose. But it's when dogma is leading religion, when dogma defines who you are, that the real problems begin. Where you see the leaders in churches and synagogues know that if they don't instill fear into you, into the herd, that they'll no longer have power, and people like power. Back in the old days, it was a commonplace for a cardinal to kill off a king or a prince who spoke out against religion. Even nowadays, in Pakistan, for example, Mumtaz Qadri was just killed by one of his own bodyguards for wanting to change a barbaric law, a law that says if you speak out against a particular religion, you speak your mind, that it's perfectly fine to kill you. That's their law. For merely doing what, if there is a God, God intended you to do, which is to live and to be on your own path. Not everybody walks the same path. They believe in freedom of speech, as long as you say what they want to hear. And even nowadays, a simple blogger can be sent to jail for 3 years, not for spitting on children or kicking puppies, but for merely speaking about their experiences, to let others know that they are not alone. And that's the problem with theocracies. Their power cannot be questioned, for to question it would be to question God. And to most theologians, that's the greatest breaking of any law possible, is to question God, when in reality that is our nature, is to question not only why is the sky blue, why is the grass green, why does the stock market so suck, but it's to find out why a certain thing is the way that it is. For faith and spirituality to truly survive, looking at dogma as the end-all be-all has to come to an end. Faith is meant to be a guiding voice, a whisper in your ear to let you know that you should be doing right, not for financial gain, not for power, but to help your fellow man. Dogma leads you away from spirituality. It makes you stop looking at your fellow man and woman as human beings, but instead as lowly creatures. And who here would feel so bad about stepping on an ant because they're not human? Thank you.
Hey everyone,
So I did not make this video in order to be an attack against Islam. That was not my intention, nor is that how I wish it to be perceived. I made the video in this fashion in order to address what I feel is one of the greatest problems, not only in religion and spirituality issues, but also in the world, and that's dogma. Dogma leads to those that feel perfectly fine dehumanizing people. You know who another great group that dehumanized people in order to be able to kill them was? The Nazis. Had to be said. But people of spirit that are spiritual, those that have faith, they would have it even if there was no religious text. Now, oftentimes a person's spirituality, their faith comes about because of where they're from, but in reality it all originates here. It's just the local area that tells them what religion they should be following, but it's not the religion that they follow, it's their heart that they follow. So I don't want anyone to be confused that I was leading an attack or making an attack against any one particular religion, even though the examples I use in this video are from their Islamic references. Nowadays they're just the loudest ones. And here's the funny thing. I've never met one Muslim, of all the Muslims I've met, that would be acting like the Muslims I see in the videos like Fitna, or whatever that movie was called, that had all of Islam all in an uproar. Ask yourself this: if your God is so great and powerful, why would he or she be even bothered by what a mere mortal has to say? It wouldn't. And if it could be, why are you worshiping it? The gods of the Bible and the Quran and the Torah are petty and a reflection of our own narcissism. We need to be told ad nauseum how special we are. Well, we're special because we're each unique. And when you become a follower of dogma instead of spirituality, you give up that individuality. You give up who you are. That's why there's the mob mentality. Why people can justify anything in order to fit in. So, in closing, I ask everyone to please sign the petition down below. It's in support of a fellow freethinker. His name's Kacem. Seems like a pretty nice cat from his videos. Although, I'm glad he subtitled them because they're all in Arabic, and he's the one that's going to be going to trial for blasphemy, they say, and it's for 3 years. Well, I guess that's better than in Pakistan where they kill you, huh? They're so damn progressive there. So Kacem, stay safe, stay frosty, alright? And all you dogmatic followers of the bully mob mentality, try something new for a change. Peace.